So Pisces, I want to do something a little bit different. As I was pulling out energies for this reading, I was feeling and channeling the song "What Do You Want From Me" by Adam Lambert. I want y'all to go and Google the song and listen to the song and listen to the lyrics. But let me just give you a bit of the lyrics now. There might have been a time when I would give myself away. Or once upon a time I didn't give a damn, but now here we are. So what do you want from me? Just don't give up. I'm working it out. Please don't give in. I won't let you down. And mess me up. Need a second to breathe. Just keep coming around. Hey, what do you want from me? Why do I feel like this is y'all situation? I feel like I need something. You tried to fight, but you racing for my heart is racing for clarity. Child, what's going on, y'all? It is Santana, better known as Aubrey, but I'm doing these more personal, intimate readings. And this is going to be a general love reading for my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, okay? Keep in mind, this is general, okay? So energy is fluid. This could be your energy. It could be your person's energy. It could be whoever's connected to you energy, right? But take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And if you would like to book a personal reading, you can go to my website, thealigningsouls.com, which is on screen and in the description box to book that. However, if you're not currently ready to get your feet wet all the way, you can also do a quickie Q&A and send the 50 to Cashapp along with your Instagram name. If you don't have Cashapp, DM me. We can work something else out, okay? So the overall energy that we have is clean it up. And this is your relationship message. Time to clear the air. Take a look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours to clean up the relationship. Everybody brings baggage. Some sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencucumbered and your relationship will flourish. Now, confirming that energy, we have the Two of Wands. And with the Two of Wands here, this represents some sort of lack of consentment or restlessness in a relationship, but it can also suggest a choice between staying in a relationship or exploring new romantic opportunities, which is also too why I feel like I was channeling that Adam Lambert song of "What Do You Want From Me?" Because it's like, yo, in that song, he's literally kind of like begging a person to say, hey, like, what is it that you want from me? Because if you just tell me, we can figure it out and maybe we can save this relationship and try to fix this. But like, if I don't know, how do I know what to work on? Right. And the universe is suggesting that, yo, there needs to be a conversation that's had. The foundation that this was built on is shaky and there needs to be some changes if this is meant to last. Imagine building a house on sand. Eventually that shit is going to wash away, right? So it's the calm before a storm. For some of you guys, maybe the storm has already happened, but it's the calm before a storm. You know, something is coming, you know, that there's probably going to be some sort of like storm, disaster, whatever. And so you're trying to prepare. And right now you're doing all that you can. You're like being patient, but at the same time, you're planning and you're staying aware of what's to come. Now, as far as how you feel, you don't know. You don't know. We have the Seven of Cups and as well as Harmony, but you don't really know exactly what you're feeling or what's going on. And you're trying to step back to gain. You're trying to step back from everything to gain a better perspective, right? And this is you trying to withdraw so that you can really kind of like figure this out or figure out your feelings, right? For some of you guys, and it's not going to be everybody, for some of you guys, this could possibly be a sexual relationship where it's literally just somebody that you've been messing around with. You know what I mean? And you're trying to figure out, okay, do we want to take this more seriously? Do we not? Are we just good as friends? Are we just good as fuck buddies? Whatever. But there are choices that need to be made. And I feel like the choice is coming from your end, Pisces. I do. So there could be a lot of daydreaming, a lot of fantasizing, a lot of imagination going on, but there's definitely some sort of indecision as far as like what it is that you want. Like, do you want a relationship? Do you just want to remain friends? Do you want to take it a step further? Like, all of that is coming from you. And it could be a very intense time right now because somebody may be pressuring you. In fact, let's take a look at their energy. Oh, so neither one of you really know what's going on, okay? Because their energy has the hangman. So you're confused, they're confused. It's like, okay, what the fuck are we doing? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do I want from you? Like, what are we doing? Because again, you have the Seven of Cups, they have the hangman. So both of y'all are literally just confused. Just confused, period. Just confused. Just confused. Like, I feel more so that you're confused about whether or not you want this. And I feel like they're more so confused about whether or not they can handle this, if that makes sense. Like, you might be confused about whether or not you want a relationship, and they're confused about whether or not they can handle a relationship, or if they are in a space to be able to take on a relationship, right? But I definitely feel like these are two people that are attached but detached. So this really could just be like a sexual connection. And listen, there's no pressure. There is no pressure. If you don't want to go forward, if you don't want to move it forward, you don't have to. Okay. I know a lot of women feel like just because they are in relation or in proximity to a guy, that means that that person is their boyfriend, or like they're their soulmate. And it's no, it's okay to date around and fuck around and do whatever until you're ready to lock it down. That's how a lot of people end up getting hurt, because they feel pressured to get into something because of societal pressures. Oh, I got to be married. Oh, I don't want to be the old nigga in the club. Oh, why I can't keep a man. Everybody looking at me like, oh, I can't keep a man. I'm never going to be happy. Like, fuck all of that. Like, you have to really get to the root of shit and figure out what is it that you want, and not have that be based off of trauma or be based off of baggage, right? Like, don't make a decision for your life based off of somebody else's baggage. You know what I mean? Like, and people do that all the time. Oh, I got to be the first in my family to go to college, because my parents didn't go, or, I have to get married because, where I come from, we do arranged marriages, and, my mother wants to see me, marry a great guy, and, fuck all of that. Stop making decisions based off of what other people want for your life. Like, that's not the way that it should work. And so I feel like this is a time period where both of y'all are kind of like really figuring that out, but both of y'all are confused as hell. Confused as hell. And if this doesn't move forward, that's totally fine. And y'all have to be totally okay with that. In the recent past, we have temperance, okay? So I feel like it's been at a standstill for a bit of a while. I feel like somebody may have put their foot down, or there may have been somebody that intervened and kind of put their foot down for this relationship. Or maybe there's a situation that happened that God caused for there to be a standstill. But I feel like it's kind of been in the standstill for a while. And by standstill, it doesn't necessarily mean like, nothing moving forward necessarily. I just feel like it's kind of just been at just a consistent level, if that makes sense, right? If that makes sense. And this is kind of like, because temperance is dealing with like harmony and moderation and patience, and it's dealing with balance, right? But it can also mean like, okay, where you don't let your emotions overwhelm you or dictate the relationship. And I feel like, this could also be a situation where somebody's starting to feel more than what they expected to feel, right? Like, I didn't expect to fall in love. This was just supposed to be purely sex. And now, we're starting to get there, right? Like, I feel like maybe both parties did a great job at maintaining their emotions, like a great job. Like, this is just sex. We're not going to fall in love, or we're just kicking it. We're not going to fall in love. Like, we're just, shooting the shit. So like, whatever. But now it's getting to a point where it's just like, you're ready to make a choice. You're ready to figure this out. Like, maybe you want something more serious and they don't really know if they can handle it. But it's just like, I'm ready to figure this out. Because, like, again, what do you want from me? What are we doing? Yo, that song is like, I can't believe I'm channeling that song, but it's playing loud as hell for me right now, like in my ear. Like, I need y'all to go listen to that song. Adam Lambert, what do you want from me? That is the song. That is the theme song of this video. Now, in the near future, we have the Hermit and we have the Sacral Chakra. Yeah, I feel like somebody is, because Sacral Chakra deals with passion, but it also deals with like wants and needs and, all of that energy. I feel like somebody's going to, y'all are going to go on break. It's given fully detached, and we need to figure out what we want in order to come back together. Like, there's no need in us continuing to talk or continuing to, fuck around and do this if we don't know what we want. Let me take a step back. Let me go within. Let me really, really figure out before I make a solid decision. But like, yeah, I gotta clean this up. I gotta clean this up. And whether that means to get rid of any feelings or attachments to you, period, or just sort out my feelings, like there needs to be some sort of distance. Yeah, there needs to be some sort of distance. There needs to be some sort of distance. I feel like there's definitely warmth and compassion here, but I don't necessarily know if it's passion outside of like maybe just like purely sex and things like that. But I definitely see this getting to a place of loneliness and like really trying to figure that out in isolation. Now, the protection message that we have power, but we also have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, I feel like ultimately this is going to end off with again, yeah, somebody could be scared to step up in their power and step up to a place of like love. Let me clarify. Let me get we got milk and honey. Am I keeping that? Am I keeping it? No. Okay. What do we have as a protection message? Give me a last closing protection message for Pisces. Yeah, Between Worlds wanted to come out. I'm gonna take it, right? Right, because that's what I thought. We got Between Worlds. Yeah, and that's crazy that came out. Yeah, we have Between Worlds, and Between Worlds, let me read you the definition from the book. Transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another. So yeah, some of y'all really could be like talking to multiple people and really trying to like come down to, okay, who do I want? Who do I don't want? Da, da, da. But the protection message for this is be mindful of your expectations. This is not a time of guarantees. Things won't go exactly as you plan or dictate, but let go and see what spirit has in store. Whatever takes hold in your life will be better than you can imagine. So yeah, this is a period where you're not really sure what the hell is about to happen, but something is about to happen. And I feel like you're trying to be patient and plan it out, but like God's plan is bigger than your plan. Okay. So definitely make sure that you go to my website, thealanaSouls.com, to book your personal reading. If you're not quite ready to, commit and get your, commit and why do I get so tongue twisted? If you're not ready to fully commit to a personal reading, you can get your feet wet by doing a quickie Q&A. Send a 50 to Cashapp. Okay. If you don't have Cashapp, we can work it out. DM me. Yeah. Other than that, I love each and every one of you, and get on your shit before shit gets on you. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm just here to put you back in the universe. Tell me what you want to be.